Okay, today's exam paper review will be the Tao Nan School 2021 P4 SA1 paper. So I'm going to skip to question 12, which is section B. So let me scroll. Wait, let me scroll down to the ones that I need. Question 12. Okay, so this kind of question, right? We have done it many times, but I just want to go through. So use the digits below to form the greatest 5-digit odd number. So 5-digit odd number. So what we're going to do is, right, if you look at these 5 digits, right, some are actually even numbers and some are actually odd numbers, and each digit can only be used once. So I'm going to have 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so odd number, which means that the last number must end with an odd number. So if you look here, right, the odd numbers are actually 5 1 3, and that's all. So I want the greatest number. So if you look at all these numbers, the greatest number is actually an 8. Okay, followed by 5. And so if you ask, hey teacher, how come can I put 5 here? Because it's an odd number. We need to end with an odd number. But if you look here, we actually still have 1 and 3. So actually the greatest number, right, of the greatest odd number can be put here. So 8, 5, followed by 3. And then followed by 0 and a 1. Okay, so the smallest odd number will go to the back. So your answer is 8, 5, 3, 0, 1. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to question number 14, which is fraction. So express 5 quarters as a mixed number. So 5 quarters means 15 over 4. So 15 over 4 is the same thing as 15 divided by 4. So 15 divided by 4, nearest groups is 3, minus 12 is 3. So that means this will be 3, remainder 3. So you know that the whole will be your number of groups, which is 3. Denominator, please follow. The numerator will be your the numerator will be your remainder. So it's 3 wholes 3 quarter. But then if you look at this, right, you cannot simplify anymore. So our answer is 3 wholes 3 quarter. Okay, so moving on to the next question, which is question number 19. So question 19 is also fraction. Okay, wait, okay. The figure is made up of identical rectangles. What fraction of the figure is shaded? Express your answer in the simplest form. So if you look at this, right, we can see that, yeah, they are triangle shaded, but if you want to look carefully, you can actually cut it up into smaller triangles. So that you can see actually is 4 shaded small triangles out of a total of 12. So if you look at this fraction, it is not simplified. You still can simplify it by dividing by 4. So answer is 1/3. Okay. Moving on to question number question number 21. Okay, 21 is something that is whole numbers lah, but we have been doing it a lot of times. So some of you still, yeah, need practice on that. So what divided by 6 give you a quotient of 1509 remainder 3. So that means this number, when you divide by 6, the nearest number of groups is 1509 groups of 6. So first step, I will take 1509 times 6. Work it out, you will get 9054. Don't forget there's another remainder of 3 to add in. So 9054 plus 3. Answer is 9057. Because the actual total here, right, must have the remainder 3 added inside. That's why the last step will be 9054 plus 3. So the answer is 9057. Okay. Moving on to question number 24. How many right angles does the hour hand of a clock turn through from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m.? So if you ask yourself, from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m., right, it's actually a duration of 6 hours. Okay, so right angles means it's like that. This is a right angle. So if you look at one turn, one right angle is actually a duration of 3 hours. So 6 hours, right? How many right angles will it turn? You just take 6 divided by 3. Your answer is 2 right angles. Okay? Question number 25. The figure shows a square PQRS and a rectangle ABCD. So PQRS is the square. ABCD is the rectangle inside the square. So RCD, angle RCD is 42. This is this one. And angle QCB, this one is 48. Find angle BCR. So BCR, I'm looking at this. So if you look carefully, right, can you see this angle here, right? This is actually 90 degrees because this is BC and CD is perpendicular line. They are perpendicular. So which means this is actually a right angle. So how do we find angle BCR? We just take 90 degree plus 42 degree. Your answer is 132 degrees. Okay, so you fill out your answer here. The degree is given, so just write 132. Okay, question number 26. Okay, so question number 26. Arrange 1 and 1/2, 10/7, 2, and 7/3 in decreasing order. Decreasing means from big to small, the fraction. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to change the improper fraction to a mixed number. So this one, when you change the improper into mixed number, this is actually 1/3/7. This one will be 2 wholes and 1/3. So definitely this is 2 wholes. This is 2 wholes and 1/3. So that means this 7/3 will be your greatest fraction, followed by 2 wholes. Okay. Then if you look at these two fractions here, this is 1 whole, but this is half, and this is 3/7. Definitely, you will know that the bigger one will actually be 1 and half. And the next one will be 1 whole 3/7, right? So you write down the original fraction given, 10/7. Okay? Question? I'm moving on to question number, oh, no. I'm going to move on to the section C now, which is paper 2. So I'm going to the first question of paper 2, okay? So number 1, Jane bought 6 packets of beads. There were 33 beads in each packet. She then gave these beads equally to her 4 friends. How many beads did each girl receive, which is A? And B is how many beads were left. So A, very easy. You just need to find out how many beads does she have altogether. Okay, because she has 6 packets and each packet got 33. So you take 6 times 33 or 33 times 6. Okay, your answer is actually 198 beads altogether. But she's going to share this, right, with equally to her 4 friends. So that means I have to divide it by 4. So 198 divided by 4. When you work out, right, you will actually get 49 with a remainder of 2 beads. So the question A is asking how many beads did each girl receive, which is actually 49 beads. But B, they are just asking you how many beads were left. Left means the remaining beads. Okay, so after sharing, right, how many beads remaining? Your answer is already there. So your answer is just the remainder, which is 2 beads. So please fill up your blanks so that you can get the marks. So you fill it up here, right? You have to fill it up for your final answer also. So A, please write 49. B, you write 2. Okay? Question number 2. A tank had 10,926 ml of water at first. 8 liters of water was poured out of the tank. The remaining volume of water was poured equally into 7 containers. How much water was there in each container? So what we're going to do is, right, I'm going to convert this 8 liter into ml. Easier to calculate. So 8 liter in ml is actually 8,000 ml. Okay, so since 8 liter was being poured out, right, I have to minus away so that I can find the remaining volume in that is going to be poured into 7 containers. So 7 containers, I write 7C, yeah. So it would be 10926 ml, subtract 8000 ml. Work it out, you will get 2926 ml. So 7 containers will contain 2926 ml. I want to find each container, which is just 1. So 2926 ml divide by 7. Work it out, your answer will be 418 ml. Okay, so please write down this final answer, finalize your answer, 418 ml. And here also 418 ml. You need to write the unit of measurement because this is in volume, okay? Okay, question number 3. Rectangular R and square S, have the same area. Find the area of square S, and B, find the perimeter of rectangle R. So very simple. If you look at this, right, square S, how do we find the area of S? So area, if you still remember P3, right, you learn area is length times breadth. So a square has 4 equal sides. So that means the side, and this is 8, this will also be 8 cm. So how do we find the area of a square S? So square S, it would be length times breadth. So it's 8 times 8. Your answer will be 64 square centimeter. This is for A. So I want you to fill up for A, right? Always when you get your answer, fill up your answer here, 64 square centimeter. Then you proceed to B, okay? So what is B asking? Find the perimeter of rectangle R. So you know that both have the same area. So if this is 64 square centimeter, this area R will also have 64 square centimeter. So if you want to find out this, you want to find perimeter means you need to know the length. So in this case, right, we can find the length of R. Length of R. So you know that area means length times breadth, right? So something times 4 equals to 64. So this something refers to the length. So in order to find the length, we take 64 divide by 4. 16 cm. So that means the length of R is 16 cm. So how to find perimeter means the outline of R? I just add this, all 4 sides. So this is 16, this is 4, which means this is also 16, this is 4. So I add all these 4 numbers together, 16 plus 16 plus 4 plus 4, you will get your answer of 40 centimeter. So please write down perimeter of rectangle R is 40 cm. So B also please fill up the final answer, 40 cm. Okay. Moving on to question 4. At a bookshop, a pen costs $1.95 and a pencil costs 85 cents. Vera wants to buy a pen and 2 pencils. She has a $2 note. How much more money does she need? So we need to find out the cost that she need to pay. So she want to buy a pen, right? A pen means 1. It's already a cost of $1.95. But in this case, she wants to buy 2 pencils. So 2 pencils, you need to find the cost by taking 2 times 85 cents. So 2 times 85 is actually 170 cents. Convert it into dollars and cents is $1.70. So that means the total amount that she's going to spend is actually $1.95 plus $1.70, which is $3.65. But then she only has $2, which means she needs more money. She's short of money. So how much more did she need? We just take $3.65, subtract away $2. Your answer will be $1.65. So can you please write down? She needs dollar sign, $1.65 more. So write this down also for the last answer. Finalize your answer, $1.65. Okay. Moving on to question number 5. Farmer goes sold 1/3 of his chickens to store A and 4/9 of his chickens to store B. A is asking you what fraction of the chickens was sold. Okay, so A sold, so you just add the 2 fractions. This is for A, this is for B. Store A and store B. So I'm going to add the fractions, 1/3 plus 4/9. So if we look at the denominator, they're actually different. So change to the same, multiply 3. you can change to a denominator of 9. So this will convert and become 3 over 9 plus 4 over 9. Your answer for A is 7 over 9. So please write down your fraction. This is simplest form already, so I cannot simplify anymore. So A, 7/9 of the chickens were sold. Okay. So now let's proceed. Sorry, this one don't look like 7. Okay. So now let's proceed to question B. He sold 63 chickens altogether. So how many chickens had he left? Very simple. So he sold 7/9 of the chickens, right? Which means 7/9 represents 63. So always look for 1. So 1/9, 63 divided by 7, 9. So how many chickens had he left means I need to look for the fraction that's left over. So I'm going to take 1 whole, subtract away what fraction of the chickens was sold, which is 7/9. So which means I'm looking at the value of 2/9. So since 1/9 is 9, 2/9 will be 2 times 9. Your answer will be 18 chickens. So he had 18 chickens left. So please write here 18. Okay. Question number 6. I have fewer than 15 pairs. So your answer must be below 15. When I pack them in bags of 3, I have 2 pairs left. But when I pack them in bags of 4, I have 3 pairs left. How many pairs do I have? So you know that the number of pairs you have must be below 15 pairs. Okay, so we are going to use the listing method. Okay, so first step, sorry, it's not very straight, but I'll try. It says if you pack them in bags of 3 means multiply 3. 3 timetable. Bags of 3 means in groups of 3. 2 pairs left means remainder of 2. So work out. So I list out the multiples of 3, which is below 15. So I start with 3, 6, 9, 12. 15 cannot, okay? So if I add, this will be 5 pairs. This one is 8. This is 11. And this is 14. So that means if I pack into bags of 3, I pack 3. 2 left means I got 5 pairs, possibly. But if I pack 6, I have 2 left means I possibly have 8 pairs. If I pack 9, 2 left means I possibly have 11 and so on. But the next one, it says that if I pack into bags of 4, means multiples of 4, groups of 4. I have 3 pairs left, means remainder 3. So I'm going to find multiples of 4 that's below 15 first. 4, 8, 12. Cannot go to 16 anymore because it's more than 15. So 4 pairs packed, remainder 3 means I could have 7. 8 pairs packed, remainder 3, I could have 11. 12 pairs packed, I could have 3 means I have 15 pairs. So this one cannot accept because I have fewer than 15. So 15 cannot accept. So if you look at these 2 rows of total, right, it has to be the common one, which means that it is none other than 11. So your answer is, how many pairs do I have? Your answer is 11 pairs. So write down here, 11. Okay. Question number 7. Okay, wait, let me scroll a little. Okay, Mike had $330 at first. He paid $270 for a bag and 5 shirts. Okay, the bag cost 4 times as much as the shirt. So you buy, he bought a bag, 5 shirts. So I'm going to draw bag 1. 5 shirts, I'm going to label 5 as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how do we draw this? Bag costs 4 times. So bag, we will draw 4 units. The shirt is just 1 unit of the bag. This is also a shirt, similar one. So all this will be 1 unit. So you can see that this is actually a stacking model question. And total, how much did he pay for all these items? $270. So question A asking for how much did the bag cost. So if you can see, right, you can see 270 represents a total of 9 units. Look for 1 unit, 270 divide by 9. 1 unit is $30. So I'm going to look for the cost of the bag, which is actually 4 units. So take 4 times 30. the cost of the bag is actually $120. So I'm going to write down here 120. Also for A, answer in the blank, finalize answer 120. So B, how many more shirts could he buy with the remaining money? So which means, right, if you look carefully, right, or read carefully, you know Mike had 330 at first. So if he spent 270, the remaining money will be 330 minus 270, which means he actually had $60 left. But I want to find the number of shirts. So you know that the shirt, right, is actually 1 unit, which means one shirt is actually a cost of $30. So how many shirts can he buy with $60? So you know that if you are able to work out, right, you actually know that $60 would enable him to buy 2 shirts, because 60 divided by 30. 2 groups of 30 give you $60. So your answer will be he could buy 2 more shirts with the remaining money. So you write a 2. Okay. Question number 8. There were 350 players. There were 50 more players in the first team than the second team. The number of players in the third team was half the number of players in the second team. So how many players were there in the first team? Very simple, we draw model. Okay. So you know total you have 350 and 50 more players in the first team. So I'm going to draw first. You have 3 teams, right? So first, second, and the scribbling is there. Let me erase that. Okay, let me do again. So I'm going to write first, second, and third. Okay, so it says 50 more players in the first team. So the first team I'm going to draw along. Okay, there are 50 more players. So this will be a 50. Okay. Okay, maybe I draw a little bit shorter. Easier to see. So wait, like that. So that you won't get confused. This is 50. Okay, 50 more players in the first team than the second team. Then it says that the number of players in the third team was half the number of players in the second team. So that means the third team will have half less than the second. So I'm going to cut this into 2. So the third team is just 1 unit of the second team. So if I cut this, right, I'm going to cut this also. Don't forget that this is actually the difference. Don't get mixed up. This is the difference of 50. Okay. So total, we have 350 players. So how do we do this question? We take away the difference of 50 to make the units equal, which is in this case 5 units. So 5 units is 350 minus 50, which is 300. Look for 1 unit. 300 divided by 5 is 60. Question is asking me for how many players are in the first team. This is the one I'm looking at. So if you look at the first team, right, is actually a value of 2 units plus 50. So what we're going to do is find out what is 2 units first. 1 is 60, right? 2 units will be 2 times 60, 120. Add the 50, so 120 plus 50, your answer is 170 players. So please write down your final answer, 170. Okay. Going to question number 9. Oops, sorry. Mr. Tan spent $80 to buy 25 bottles of sanitizers and packets of face masks. Each bottle of sanitizer costs $5, I'm sorry, and each packet of face mask costs $2. A is asking for how many bottles of sanitizers did he buy, and B, how many packets of face masks did he buy. So if you know your work very well, you will know that this is a question that is regarding supposition. So we are going to use supposition to solve this. So since A is asking for the bottles of sanitizers, right, we will suppose all are of the other kind first. Suppose all are the other type, which is suppose all are face masks. So if all are face masks, the total amount will give you another total. So you know that one face mask is actually $2. So let's take it as all 25 items that Mr. Tan bought will be only face mask. So we take 25 times 2, $50. But he didn't spend 50, he only spent $80. So there's extra that you need. So 80 minus 50. Your answer is $30. Okay, but then you know that not all of them are face masks. Some of them are actually sanitizers. So what we're going to do is, right, we are going to see one exchange. So I'm going to exchange a face mask for a sanitizer. So that means the difference is actually a 5 minus 2, $3, which means that a bottle of sanitizers costs $3 more than a face mask. So that means I want to know if one exchange will give me $3 more, right? How many exchanges will give me $30 more? So we need to find the number of exchanges by taking 30 divided by 3. 10. The number of exchanges will be the number of sanitizers. Okay, so A, your answer is 10. So please write down he bought 10 bottles of sanitizers. So I'm going to label A here 10. So B, they're asking for the packets of face masks. So if you know your work, right, you know he bought 25 items altogether. So if 10 of them are actually sanitizers, how many face masks would that be? So you take 25 minus 10. Your answer is 15 packets of face masks. So just right here, 15. Okay. Question number 10. The bar graph shows the number of tickets sold for a charity show. Study the graph carefully and answer A, B, C, and D. So let me just hopefully you guys can see. So you just need to tick true or false. Okay. So question number A is asking 200 tickets were sold on Tuesday. If you look at Tuesday, yes, you can see it's actually 200 tickets. So it is actually true. Okay, before I do that, right, my mistake, you actually need to tally the graph here. So over here, right, it's actually a total of 150 tickets. Here will be 200. This will be 100. And this is a 200 also. And the Friday is actually a 400 ticket. Okay, so question number B, an equal number of tickets were sold on Monday and Wednesday. So look at Monday and Wednesday. It is not equal. So this is actually a false question. Okay, false statement, sorry. So question C, the number of tickets sold on Friday was 4 times the number of tickets on Wednesday. So if you look at Friday and Wednesday, so the difference is how many times? You actually can see that it is actually Friday is 4 times of Wednesday, because if you take 400 divide by 100, if you are able to do, you know that it's actually 4 times. So yes, C is correct, it's true. And D, you're asking for the number of tickets sold for adults is more than the number of tickets for children. So if you look carefully, right, you know that the black ones are actually the tickets for adults, and the shaded parts will be the tickets for children. So if you were to look carefully, you can see that this one is really the giveaway, that you know that, okay, if you were to look at the number of blocks, so the adults have actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. But whereas the children, right, I'm going to use orange color easier. How many blocks does children have? 1, 2. Oh, sorry, cannot see. Wait, let me get another color. Maybe yellow, can see? Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So actually, the number of children is actually more. The number of tickets sold for the children is actually more, not the adults. So your answer for this last statement is actually a false. Okay, so that's all. We have finished the exam paper review for Tao Nan SA1 2021.